The moment you catch yourself comparing yourself to other creators and other people, you're gonna start to say my work is not good enough. You're gonna start to overanalyze your work. You're gonna start to say, I know I need to change this, I need to change that. Stop. Hello my beautiful kings and queens, it's your girl Queen C here, and I'm back with another episode. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Ciara Spooner, aka Queen C, and as you guys can see by today's title, we are going to be talking consistency. We're going to be talking all things social media. We're going to be talking about, you know, journeys, and we're just going to be piggybacking off of my recent episodes. So if you haven't seen that one, go check that one out. I was just filming for TikTok and Instagram, and I thought, let me give a little rant real quick. Let me give a little bit of advice, a little bit of motivation, you know, all that good stuff. By the way, I decided to film out here in my living room because the background is nicer. Plus, it's gloomy today, and the sunlight in my room is really dark and really just gloomy. So I was like, the ring light is out here already, let me just record. So that's why we're out here. But let's just get started. I have some notes, by the way. A lot of people nowadays want to become influencers, want to become content creators, want to be more on social media, want to open more businesses. Honestly, any journey that you are on, like I said, this is also picking up from my last episode, any journey that you are on, but I'm going to be specifically talking about content creation and social media because that's the journey that I'm on. But honestly, there's a whole bunch of people nowadays that want to go the entrepreneur route, and I just wanted to give you guys a few pointers and some advice because I see a lot of people going through this, and I haven't really found that person to continuously watch, to give advice from, to like really be like, continue, be consistent, like keep going, you know, it's okay. Because a lot of times show you when they're at that high level, and they don't show you, you know, the ins and outs, the trials and tribulations that they've gone through. You know, they haven't shown you the years of work that they put in. There's people that, you know, don't show that, and then there's people that show, you know, success within 6 months, success within a month, you know, just rapid success. And so with all these things circling around, I just wanted to give a little bit of motivation and just a word for the people that are out there that are like me, or even if you're not like me, anybody who's out there that's on some type of journey or something, or just needed a quick pick-me-up, you know. When I decided that I'm gonna go full throttle with this content creation and this social media stuff, I knew that I had to be consistent. And when I say consistent, I mean to show up every single day. You know, it doesn't mean to record every single day, but it means to show up every single day. So whether it's researching, whether it's planning, whether it's recording, whether it's editing, I can do one of those things each and every day, and it's going to put me on the right path and have me stay on that right path because I'm being consistent in what I want to do, and I'm, you know, putting in the work and putting in the energy to become what I want to become. And without consistency, people don't get to where they want to be. Like, people don't just wake up and say, I want to become a singer, and then the next day all of a sudden they're this pop star. You know, consistency is going to be the key component to get you to where you need to be. I know there's a lot of people out there that are doing the same things as you. Whether you want to be the next Jackie Aina, whether you want to be the next Monet, whether you want to be the next Tiara, whether you want to be the next, I don't know, Ice Spice, whether you want to be the next Keith Lee, like whoever your dream person is, if you want to be on that level, consistency is going to be your #1 best friend. And like I said, whether it's planning, whether it's editing, whether it's posting, you know, whether it's researching, whatever it is, just make sure you're adding a little bit to your pot. And when I say your pot, I'm meaning like when you plant seeds, make sure you're adding a little bit to your pot. Make sure you're adding some sunshine, some water, something to make that plant grow, because you did not plant that plant for no reason. You did not place that seed in the dirt. You know, you did not have that thought in your head, I want to become this person, for no reason. I mean, granted, we say a lot of things, you know, as we get older. Like when I was younger, I wanted to become a fashion designer, I wanted to become a model, you know, I wanted to become all these things. But honestly, if I really wanted to go forth with anything that I said when I was younger, all I had to do was be consistent. Be consistent, keep on going, keep on believing myself. Because honestly, I could have been a fashion designer. I still could be a fashion designer. I still could be a model. I still can be all those things that I said that I wanted to be when I was younger. And it just has to do with consistency. It has to do with showing up for yourself. Because if you don't show up for yourself, who's going to show up for you? No, honestly, if you don't show up for yourself, who is going to show up for you? You want to be the next social media superstar, but yet you've only posted one thing this week. They want to know, you know, what are you about? They want to get to know you. Look at it like this. You are a complete stranger to the outside world, right? A complete stranger. So if you're only posting, you know, here and there and not being consistent, you're not going to gain as much traction. You're not going to gain as much supporters, as much followers, because we don't know who you are. You're not giving us anything. You're giving us something, you know, once a week, and then that's it. Okay, a lot of people are pretty, a lot of people have good style, a lot of people want to become content creators, a lot of people can do a haul, a lot of people can, you know, do the same things that you're doing. But what's going to separate you from them is your consistency and you showing up for yourself the best way possible. Now with everyone, you know, going on these different journeys, trying to be an influencer, trying to be a content creator, just trying to be on social media a lot, everyone is doing it. Okay, everyone is trying to do it. Everyone is trying to get that money. Everyone is trying to get that bag. You know, everyone wants to live that life where they get paid for being them, they get paid for being on camera. Everybody wants to do it, and you are not going to survive if you keep comparing yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. You are not going to enjoy your journey. You are not going to enjoy social media if you constantly compare yourself. So it's okay to follow people that you love, you know, that follow people that you adore, follow people that influence you to become, you know, what you want to become. It is 100% okay, and it's 100% what you should be doing. But once it gets to that point where you're comparing yourself to them, honey, stop. Your world is going to come crashing down if you do that. I've done it plenty of times. Sometimes I still catch myself doing it, but then I got to remember, it's stealing my joy. It is stealing why I want to do this. It's stealing the reason I want to do this. It's stealing the fun out of everything. It's stealing my joy. The moment you catch yourself comparing yourself to other creators and other people, you're gonna start to say, my work is not good enough. You're gonna start to overanalyze your work. You're gonna start to say, I know I need to change this, I need to change that. Stop. You want to know why those people got to the level? Because they stuck to themselves. They stuck to who they truly are. They did not fake it, and if they did fake it, honey, they did a goddamn great job. I feel like another problem with social media today is that we want to be like, you know, these people that we look up to, but we want to be like them, but then we also want to be ourselves. But then we think, you know, well, I want to be like Monet, so let me do the same things that she does. Monet is Monet because Monet is Monet. Her personality belongs to her. Everything about Monet belongs to her. So why would you and go do the same thing? Now they're gonna be like, this reminds me of Monet. Why am I watching this? I'm just gonna go watch Monet. She's the originator. Why am I watching you? So I feel like this whole thing with social media, oh, I'm gonna be like this person, I'm gonna, No. And disclaimer, it's okay to say, you know, it's okay to analyze their page and see what they're doing, and I'm not gonna say full on copy it and be them, but it's okay to say, for example, okay, the way she edits, let me edit a little bit more, let me, you know, put some pizzazz in my videos, let me not make it so boring, let me do a little bit of something, since people do love editing. That's a great way to analyze something and put it into your content. A lot of times when people compare themselves, they go down this rabbit hole of not being enough, not doing enough, the quality sucks, their content sucks, everything just sucks, and it's not fun anymore. It's not fun because when you finish editing, you're like, why did I do this? This sucks. It doesn't look like Jackie Ina's. Why did I do this? This sucks. It doesn't look like Jeffree Star's. Why did I do this? It sucks. This is not gonna be popular. Do you know how many times I did that? And the times that I did that were the times where that piece of content did better than everything else. It is hard, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it is hard not to compare yourselves, because we live in a world where, you know, everything is in your face, and every achievement that, you know, one person may have, more than likely they're gonna blow it up. They're not gonna tell you, well, I had to go through this, this, and that to get to where I want to be, but they're gonna show you their achievements. And that is what I feel like is also messing with our brains, you know. I can relate to this so much, because as somebody who's been doing this for over 7 years, it gets the best out of you when you compare yourself a lot and you're like, why, you know, am I not where I need to be? What is it? And I can say for myself, you know, when I'm totally honest with myself, I haven't been as consistent as I need to be when it comes, especially when it comes to YouTube. I mean, I should be further than where I am now, but consistency is the #1 thing. And I can say that there has been many times where I took gaps off, I took months off, you know, I took a year off. When I first started, like back in, I think it was like 2015 or something, like I was young, I wasn't thinking, oh, I want to make money off of it. I was just putting videos out because that's what I like to do. But because it's what I like to do, and not because I wanted to like make it a business or like make something out of it, I wasn't being consistent, so I wasn't putting my full effort into it. But now that this is something that I want to do and I want to make money, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I want to make money off of this, okay? I want to make money off of YouTube. Yes, I do. But besides that, this is something that I actually really enjoy. But I can't say that and I'm not being consistent. So like I said, #1 thing, consistency. So when I do compare myself, you know, and I do look at all these other people, all these other YouTubers, girl, they got hundreds of videos while you got less than 100 videos on your page. So when I start to compare myself, I'm like, I need to do what I gotta do. So the only comparison that I would say is good comparison is when you're actually comparing to analyze. You're comparing to see, why has this person grown so much, and why are they where they want to be, and why I am not. Don't compare yourself in a way where it's, why is this person so lucky? Look at all their comments, you know, look at all their likes, look at all their subscribers. Oh, why they got all of this, you know, that's not fair. Don't compare yourself like that, because that, you're not gonna enjoy social media. Every time you post, every time something flops, every time it doesn't get the much likes that you want, you know, doesn't get as much views, you're gonna be like, this sucks, I'm not doing this again, I don't want to do it. Trust me, it's happened to me. But you can't do that. You can't do that, because I kid you not, those people that you compare yourselves to, when they first started, they was getting the same amount of likes. They had 0 to like barely any followers or subscribers. So just think of when you start to compare yourself that they was in my shoes as well. They started from nothing. Everyone started from nothing. I mean, unless you're like a Nepo baby or something, then, you know, you starting off with a little something, but other than that, everybody has started from ground zero. So when you compare yourself, remember that, okay? And also remember that a lot of what you see is not what it is. A lot of what you see of those people grow 100K in 6 months, grow 100K in 2 months, grow 1 million followers in 6 months, and it's just like, don't listen to those people. Do what you gotta do, because I'm telling you right now, majority of the time, if not 100%, 85% of those people who are saying grow 100,000 followers in 6 months, the reason why they got those 100,000 followers is because they're pulling in the people that want to grow 100,000 followers in 6 months. Not because every day they've been showing up, not because every day they've been putting in the work, not because every day they've been really grinding. It's because they're pulling in those people that are like, oh, let me listen to this, let me see what they gotta say. That's why. But nobody wants to talk about that nowadays. Everybody wants to act like that's not a strategy and that's not what they're really doing. But fast success is not always a good thing. It's not always good success. It's not always the greatest thing, because let's just say you grew 50K on Instagram and on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, whatever it is, in 3 months, right? And now you got a brand deal. You got a brand deal. This brand wants you to do X, Y, and Z. You're like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. Why are you stuck on this brand deal? This is what you wanted, right? You wanted to grow. You wanted the followers so you can get the brand deals. So now you got the brand deals, you have no idea what to do. Why is that? I wonder why is that? Maybe because you grew so fast, you didn't have no time to prepare yourself. You didn't have no time for the trials and errors. You didn't have no times to make a mistake and fix it, make another mistake and fix it, learn from your mistake. You didn't have no time to do none of that because you just wanted to grow so fast. You just wanted the brand deals. Now, look at it as it's been a year. You finally grow, let's say 20K. Let's not even say 50K. You grow 20K. Within that year, right, you compared yourself to the person that had 50K followers in 3 months, right, within that year. You did that, but you can't control it, so you did what you gotta do. You still worked for it, right? You still put in the work, still showed up every single day. You accepted the brand deals where they give you perfume and you make a video for it, or they give you makeup or skincare, hair care, whatever it is, right? You accepted the free item for your video. You've been doing that for a year. Now you got 20K, it's been a year. Now you gotta pay brand deal. That work that came from the person that in 1 year they got 20K is going to be way better than the person who grew 50K in 3 months. And the reason why is because that entire year that they was complaining, but they still put in the work. They was comparing, still put in the work. They was going through the trials and errors. They was sad, depressed, angry, happy at times, because you know they're like, oh, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're not there yet, but we're getting somewhere. That entire year, they prepared themselves. They prepared themselves for that moment that when they got that paid brand deal, they knew exactly what they were going to do. They knew exactly how they were going to execute it because they had time. All they had was time. So every time that you compare yourself and you look at other people like they're just growing so fast and everything is happening for them, and why can't it be me? To take that opportunity and take that time to really work on yourself and focus on yourself and really go through, I keep saying trials and errors, but it's true. Like, you really need to go through stuff to really come out better and to really learn, like, okay, this is what I gotta do next time if there's a next time, or this is what I gotta do for when the time really comes, I'm prepared. Like, to this very moment, I still don't get the brand deals that I want. I don't get the paid brand deals that I want. However, I'm using this time to perfect my craft so that when I do get the paid brand deals, I know what I'm doing. But in the meantime, I'm learning about the different ways to be on the algorithm side. I'm learning about different ways to, you know, give the pros and cons of a product, to really engage with my followers and my supporters and the people that watch me. I am learning all of these things while I have the time to do so, because a lot of times when you do have, you know, these paid collaborations, there's a time limit and they're expecting some great work. I mean, they're not expecting some mediocre stuff. So all this time that I have, best believe I'm practicing, I am learning, I am gaining all the knowledge so that when I do have all this amazing stuff, it will just be better. It'll be better for me, it'll be better for the brand, it'll be better for the people that's watching. Like, overall, it's just gonna be 10 times better because I had the time to evaluate myself. I had the time to analyze, you know, how should I do this? You know, what should I say? What should I not say? I had the time to look at what really works for me, what doesn't work for me. So like, all this time that we all have when we're in the moments of why isn't this working, you know, why aren't we gaining the things that we want to gain in these moments, use that time wisely. Use that time to plan, to research, to study, to learn. Like, use that time not to compare yourself, but at least compare to analyze how can you take their techniques and put it into your own. Okay, so don't compare yourself to steal the joy out of everything. Don't compare yourself to say, I'm not worth it, this is not worth it, they're just better than me. Don't do that. If you're going to do any type of comparing, compare and analyze your work to their work and how you can implement whatever it is that they're doing to the algorithm to make sure they get the likes and views, and how you can implement that to you and yourself. In conclusion, consistency is going to be your best friend in anything that you do. And when I say anything, I mean anything. You want to be better at tennis? Consistency is key. You want to be better at singing? Consistency is key. If you want to be better at any journey, consistency is #1. Okay, you need to water your plants, water your seed. Okay, you need to water the seed for it to become a plant, and once it becomes a plant, you still need to water and give it sunshine. Okay, consistency. Second, don't let comparison get to you, because comparison is the thief of joy. If you do compare yourself, and I don't know how much time I'm gonna say this, if you do compare yourself in a way where you can evaluate how you work, you know, how you can better yourself in a way that doesn't change you, in a way that doesn't take the joy out of whatever that you're doing. So don't compare yourself to say, I suck, everybody's better than me, they're better than me, this is for no reason. Don't do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to be doing more of these. I find it very relaxing because I get to talk, and I talk a lot, and I don't be having people to talk to, so I get to talk to y'all. And if I can help one person, then my heart is satisfied. And because it's hard out here, you know, it's hard out here. So if I can relate to anybody, or if someone can relate to me, then to me that's like, it makes it all better. It makes it all worth it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Why? Because it's the average spooner. Should subscribe sooner, and I'll see you guys in my next episode. Mwah!